Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Alex Thomas here, back with another episode of Nerd Talk for you guys. We're on episode 44. I'm here with my co-host Tyler, aka Mind of a Nerd. What's going on, Tyler?
None, man. Tired. A long weekend of work, and I come back to my second job on here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, we are back. I know it's been a while. I think the last thing you did, obviously, live stream wise, was the Home Alone 2 watch along. If you guys have watched that, thank you so much for watching that. Obviously, last week I was out of town for work. Had to do like a little project for my job, so that's why I was gone for a week. Couldn't do any content. Sorry about that. And obviously, a lot of stuff has happened over the course of these last 2 weeks that we didn't get to talk about. So we're going to be playing catch up when it comes to the news and the trailer reviews and stuff like that. So if you guys are ready for that, like I said, if you guys are new to the channel, please hit that like button. Please subscribe for more. Also, go check out Mind of a Nerd's Instagram page. The links to all his stuff will be in the description below. Go check out Tyler. He has great reviews on his Instagram. He's currently doing the Marvel series. He's reviewing all the MCU, going all the way up until whatever just came out. I think you already reviewed Thor, so you're just reviewing the movies you never got to review, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
So
think the last movie that I would end up reviewing is Black Widow.
Black Widow.
Maybe either Black Widow or Endgame. It might be one
Okay.
of those two because I did Far From Home already.
Okay. That's what set this up. Like I said, go check out his Instagram. He's awesome. He has very great detailed reviews. He lets you know what they're gonna do spoilers. So if you guys haven't seen it, he lets you guys know when there will be spoilers. So go ahead and check out his Instagram page. But like I said, we're gonna go jump right into it because we got a lot to talk about. But we're gonna try to bunch up a certain amount of news stories within this quick little topic called quick news. Tyler brought up some topics to me that I didn't even know what were happening. But we're going to talk about them real quick. Tyler, you can start off with us with the first topic.
So the big one that I saw, I think it was either last week or a couple weeks ago, was the fact that they're making a Bruce Lee biopic with Ang Lee directing it, and his son is gonna play Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
I saw that, I was like, holy shit. I was like, that's genius.
Yeah.
I feel like we've had so many Bruce Lee biopics. I know we had one in like 2017 that was like, I think it was like Birth of the Dragon or some shit,
Yeah. Yep.
and nobody liked it because it wasn't even like really about Bruce Lee, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's another one that's like fictionalized. I forgot what it's called. I know people like that one, but I'm sold on this. Ang Lee is mostly known for his non-American movies, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon
Dragon.
being,
Yep.
His main one. And I
Mhm.
don't know if this movie's going to be action. I doubt it, but if it is, it's going to look great, hopefully. And as long as it's better than Gemini Man, I mean, you know. But I like this, I think this is going to be really cool, especially with his son playing him. I don't think his son's ever acted. I could be wrong, but it sounds like a passion project, and that
Yeah.
sounds really cool.
Yeah, this does sound really cool. Like I said, I'm not a huge Bruce Lee fan at all. I've seen obviously the clips. You can watch clips of Bruce Lee stuff all over YouTube and stuff. That's mostly what
Yeah.
I've seen. And I know there's like a Bruce Lee collection from Criterion, which I do want to get from Criterion.
The art is great.
The art is amazing on that set. I do want that. It's just so high in price, and even for the Criterion set, I think it's still like $50. I think the set is like $100. So I don't think I would want to spend a one purchase like that on that. But
The Godzilla set is more worth $50 if
yeah,
it was half off, because that
yeah,
Godzilla set is huge.
yeah, for sure. But yeah, I thought this sounded interesting when you sent it to me. Oh, that sounds interesting. Ang Lee directing probably is a great choice because if you, like I said, if you go back to his old days, like with Crouch Tiger Dragon, it's gonna look great. I think he knows how to direct and stylize the action sequences. So I'm on board. Like I said, if they can make it as good as they can, do it. Bringing on his son to play him, I think it's a perfect choice too because who else would know how to, I don't know how much he spent time with his dad, but I mean, I think it's cool when they bring in the son of the actors to play their dads. Like we've seen that with Stroud Compton. I mean, I know you probably don't know this show, but there's a show on Stars called BMF. It's the story of black mafia family, and his son is playing his dad. The son is playing his dad, and he's
They did it
really
with
good at it.
Many Saints in Newark. The kid who plays young Tony Soprano is the son of Tony from the original Soprano show.
Nice.
As long as it's not After Earth, you know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean,
because
I think that's a different scenario because they were acting together. It's different when you
yeah,
you have like someone like with Strata Compton. You had O'Shea Jackson Jr.
yeah,
He's not acting with his dad. He's with by himself.
yeah.
So he got the influence of his dad. So that's where I like when they do that dynamic. But yeah, this sounds pretty interesting. So I'm on board. Like I said, just waiting to see whether or not it's gonna actually go through with it or not.
Yeah. So the next thing is that Joseph Quinn, Eddie from Stranger Things, and Lupita Nyong'o have both been casted in the Quiet Place spinoff, A Quiet Place Day One, I think it's called, coming out next year. I think,
Mm-hmm.
pretty sure it's next year. And I was like, holy shit. Because the first one was Lupita Nyong'o. We were like, oh man. And then they said Joseph Quinn. We were like, oh shit. that I think the rocket pack has been strapped to this kid. I think it has. Stranger Things is, made him to a point where he's the most popular thing now. I
Mm-hmm.
think they're gonna give him that rocket pack for Hollywood, and he's going up. This is great. Lupita Nyong'o is, honestly, I feel like one of the most underrated actresses working right now. I
Yeah,
think
for
she
sure.
was incredible in Us, and
Yeah. Oh
she's
yeah.
like 30 to 40% the reason why I like that movie as much as I do. She
Yeah.
is
Oh yeah. Hands
absolutely
down.
incredible in that
Hands down.
movie. Um, and I've been sold on this movie as soon as they revealed what this movie was. I said, "Give it to me now," because I never wanted A Quiet Place to be a franchise. I love both movies, but I always said if you were gonna do something else, this is what I wanted. I wanted um a prequel, and the best part of A Quiet Place Part Two is the opening scene.
The opening scene is amazing in A Quiet Place Part
So
Two.
if you take that, make it 2 hours, give me damn good characters and damn good scares, give it to me.
Yeah,
And
that's
you pick two great leads for
yeah.
that.
That's the thing when it comes to doing like prequels, especially when it comes to like apocalyptic type stories. You got to give me interesting characters because, like for example, Fear of the Walking Dead, I felt like they kind of failed with because that was basically going to tell you how it all started. To me, those characters wasn't interesting, so I didn't stay with the story.
That
But
show
like I
is
said,
so
with
weird to me.
huh?
That show is so weird to me.
It felt weird when I first watched. I'm like, at this point, us as fans, we know exactly what not to do and what to do, and when the characters
I
do
don't even
things,
know
they're like,
what
oh, they
the
shouldn't do that. It's like,
purpose. I don't even get what the purpose of that show is anymore. Because I remember watching. I was back when I attempted to watch the last season of The Walking Dead weekly. I miserably failed. I'm waiting for it to be on Netflix so I can finish it. But I remember seeing previews for like when that show was gonna come back, and it looked like it was the fucking like apocalypse and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
yes,
what is this?
yeah. So they started off with it being like present day where the attack happens. Then they do a couple time jumps in that show to try to catch up with The Walking Dead because Morgan was coming over to that show, so they got to push up the timeline so it makes sense for those characters to cross over. So that's why it probably looked like that. But
That's a
getting
weird
back to
show
the
to
Quiet
me.
Place prequel, I'm excited for it. Like I said, I love Quiet Place Part 1 and 2, which is crazy. That came out last year, right? Quiet Place Part 2 came out last year. That wasn't 2022. That was 2021.
Yes, it
Okay.
came out last year.
These years are now colliding. That's how it
Yeah,
feels now. They feel like they're colliding. It's crazy to think like No Way Home came out at the end of 2021. It felt like it came out 2022. It came out at the end of 2021. But yeah, I'm down for it. I think Lupita Nyong'o is amazing. I really do. I think she is very underrated. Even though I think she does have an Oscar though. If I'm right, she has an Oscar though, right? I think she does. I think she won
I
for. Did
don't.
she win for 12 Years a Slave?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
she
Let
won
me
for
see.
12 Years a Slave. So she has an Oscar. So she's basically already known to being very good. So um, yeah, I'm down for it,
Yes,
and
she
yeah, I'm
won
down.
it.
I'm down.
Yeah, she won it. The next thing I saw, um, This is a little thing. I'm not spending too much time on this because, quite frankly, I don't care about this movie. So we are getting a 10th Saw movie that has been announced for what feels like forever, and it seems like they're just abandoning what happened in Spiral because
Mm.
nobody likes Spiral. I like Spiral.
Just haven't
Um,
seen it yet.
I don't know if you like it. You might like it. You might not like it. I don't know because John kind of hates that movie. But I like that movie. I've seen it twice, and I liked the direction they were going in. It felt fresh, and I was curious to see if they would continue it, and they just are abandoning it. And we're getting Tobin Bell back as Jigsaw,
Hmm.
and now it's rumored that Amanda's coming back too. So,
What?
yeah. So I guess this is gonna be a prequel. Has to be what it is.
It's so weird because if you watch the Saw movies, they go in prequel stuff in the flashbacks. Like if you
Yeah,
watch the third Saw movie specifically, you see where
yeah.
Amanda gets recruited. So for us to see a prequel of that stuff, I wouldn't want to see that.
And
Unless you're gonna tell me the third movie doesn't exist and they're going off the second movie or
they're
even the
gonna have
first
to
movie.
retcon. They're gonna have to retcon
Unless they're
things
gonna go
because
the Halloween aspect and just make the first movie happen and then erase the sequels and then go off the first movie.
you could erase three and not have her die.
Or have both of them die because spoiler alert, Jigsaw and Amanda dies in part 3. So
You could erase three, which
yeah, I wouldn't want to race 2 because 2 is probably my favorite out of all the
two is my
movies.
favorite.
Yeah,
I saw this and I'm like, this is the classic Hollywood thing. This is the
yeah, they don't
oh,
want to let
we
go of the
tried
franchise.
going we tried going in a new direction and nobody really liked it, so we're just gonna go back to what we. Yeah, it's the Halloween thing. You
Hmm.
know, they did Halloween 3. Nobody really liked Halloween 3, so hey, let's bring back Michael Myers.
Hmm.
But the difference is with this, like, who cares about Saw anymore?
Yeah, I think we're
Who
way past
cares?
we're way past the torture porn aspect. We're way past that now. Like when you got movies like Bodies, we don't need movies like Saw. Like we're way past that aspect now. Like even
You
though we can
know,
try to go back to with Halloween and stuff, like most of that stuff is like it's deaded. We want more.
the reason that I like Spiral is because it was something new.
Hmm.
Yes, and technically it's the same thing, but it's not Jigsaw. It's new characters, a new killer, and the way it ended, I was like, yo. This could be really cool. Yes, the reveal was, the twist was obvious, but regardless where that movie left off, I was like, yo, this could be really cool if they keep going. Now they're just saying, fuck Chris Rock and fuck all that. Unless they bring him back for this movie. I don't know.
Hmm.
I doubt it. But this doesn't interest me at all. I don't know. Because I don't think they're gonna do it in a way that's clever. Because to me, have you seen Jigsaw?
It's been a while since I've seen Jigsaw.
But you remember that movie, spoiler alert, that movie's a prequel to the
Yeah,
first movie.
yeah, I know it's a prequel.
And I don't think they're gonna make it where it's clever like that. Because I remember watching that movie and being like, yo, like it's a prequel. That's so cool.
Hmm.
Um, I don't know. I'm kind of done with Saw. This is
I
the
need to go.
one
It's
franchise I definitely just don't care.
I ain't gonna last one. That's a franchise I should have binge watched during Halloween because I remember when those
No.
movies I remember when those movies were coming out. Man, to me that was every Halloween I knew a Saw movie was coming out. Every Halloween within obviously 2004 to whatever it ended. I was excited to watch a Saw movie. I was every time it came out because I was I knew it was bullshit fun. To me it was at least. Then
Yeah,
obviously it got crazy after. To me, 4 is where it ended, where I was like, I don't care about this franchise anymore.
to me it
5
was
was like,
three.
yeah,
Three is cool, but
I like
yeah.
4. I like 4. I'm probably one of the least people that do like 4, but
No,
I
I don't like any of the Hoffman movies. I don't like any of them.
yeah, that's where the Hoffman stuff starts. Hoffman
I don't
stuff
like
starts with
any of them.
4.
People like I think like 5 or 6 is the one that people like of
6 6 is
that
the
era.
one. 6 is the
6,
one.
I fucking hated that movie. I did not like that movie at all. I'm like, bro, I'm so ready for this to be over, bro. I've been through that whole series once, and that will be the only time that I go through all those movies like that. I
Yeah,
can't.
I can see that.
That movie, they just at a point they just mesh together, and they're just all the same thing, and
Yeah,
not in a good
that's
way.
that's true. That's definitely true. Especially like you could just really watch the first 3, and the third movie technically, well, yeah, the third movie technically ends. I mean, it ends in a cliffhanger with spoiler alert: the guy's daughter being locked away, and you just have to figure out how the hell he gets his daughter. But the movie technically, like, it ends. I mean, shit, like he dies.
That's when they give up
He
because
dies. Like,
the Hoffman movies, they just get these random twerps and throw them in traps, and they're like,
yeah,
here, they suffer because of this. I'm just like, dude, like at least three, it was telling a story. It was like, oh, what was it that this dude was out for revenge because this
yeah.
dude.
His son got killed, and he was out for revenge. And the twist was that the doctor that he stole was actually his wife. But
Yeah,
you don't find that out until technically towards the end of the movie. Like, you don't know that they're the one actually together and she's having an affair, and there's a lot of twisty stuff within that movie. Which when I
yes.
first saw it, I was like, damn, that kind of that surprised me. I didn't expect them two to be married, and that's the reason why he captured both of them because the situation with their family and stuff. But yeah, it's
Oh,
but yeah,
people were saying, "Oh, I don't like Amanda." I like Amanda a lot. I just don't understand why they're bringing them back.
yeah,
When they had announced they were making another Saw movie, I was like, okay, so are they going to continue the Spiral thing? And then when they said no, Tobin Bell and this girl coming out, I'm like, well, I don't care now
yeah.
because this is the typical thing. We're going back to what people liked, and not in a good way. You know, I don't know. I don't really care to see another Saw movie. That's just me. The last thing before we get into our actual lineup is that Fantastic Beasts numeral 4 has no script at all at this moment.
Yeah, but remember they talked about if the last movie didn't obviously make any money, they were going to cancel the franchise. They basically were going to move away from the franchise. I think we talked about that too. That they
Maybe.
were going to basically, I don't think they want to write a script because they don't want to put the work in if they're not going to make the movie. Like,
And I think if I was David Yates, I'd be packing it up. I'm sorry. Like
just think about how many movies he's made, like how many Harry Potter movies
exactly.
he's been making them since Order of the
He's
Phoenix.
and the fact that they're all consistently well directed
Yeah, you
and
can't fault that. The movies are very well directed for sure.
he's giving it his all. Listen, he's better than me because if it was me, I would have been out at Crimes of Grindelwald with
Yeah,
that
yeah.
script. No, unless he signed a contract. If he
He
signed a
probably did. He
contract for three
probably did.
movies,
He
then
probably did. He probably did sign a contract for sure.
but yeah, I would have been packed up way before. What was that third one? Secrets of Dumbledore.
Secrets of Dumbledore. Yeah, it's
Uh,
so weird because I don't think this franchise needed 5 movies. They could have just made it a 3 movie arc. Like, they should have just made it a 3 movie arc. It should have been a trilogy. It shouldn't have been 5 movies. But of course, the Harry Potter franchise was 7 books, 8 movies. Like, okay, we got to do like a certain amount of movies. My problem, obviously, the problem was not enough interesting characters. The second movie was terrible script. Like I said, I think all the movies are very well directed. It's just the story is not good. The characters aren't that interesting to follow.
yeah.
Um,
I want David Yates to move away from this. I want to see him direct a movie that's outside of Harry Potter because
I
I don't
agree.
think he deserves this anymore.
The
He
only thing I've seen he directed was Legend of Tarzan. That's the only thing I've seen he directed outside of this.
I heard that wasn't that good.
It wasn't that good.
Um, but this man ended this franchise, and now he's doing what he can to make it survive.
Hmm.
I don't know. This doesn't surprise me, and I wouldn't be shocked if they're like, yeah, no, we're not making it anymore. But I don't know because they when they did the whole Discovery merger thing, they said that they want to focus on Harry Potter. But what does that mean?
Yeah, to me that statement made me think they want to go back to the original characters. They want to
And they
they
probably
want
will.
Yeah, to me it's just is it up to who wants to come back, who they want to come back. Because they're not bringing back the 3 core actors, Daniel Radcliffe, Rupert Grant, and Emma Watson, then I don't care because I don't want you
Daniel
to recast.
Radcliffe's not coming back,
Yeah, that's the thing because Daniel Radcliffe
especially if
is
she's
trying to
writing the
get
script.
he's trying to get away from that character. He said it in interviews like he loved the Harry Potter franchise, but that's why he's done all these indie projects because he's trying to get away from that. It's not going to hurt his career, but that's what everyone affiliate him with is Harry Potter. Trust me. If I ever
It's
meet
kind
this
of
guy, if I ever meet Daniel Radcliffe, that's the first thing I'm saying. Like, bro, I love you
yeah.
at fucking Harry Potter. Like,
It's kind of the opposite. I feel bad for Daniel Radcliffe because it's kind of the opposite thing of what's going on with Robert Pattinson. Robert Pattinson has tried desperately to get away from Twilight, and he succeeded with flying colors.
Yeah,
Like the man is fucking Batman right now.
right. And
You
he
know,
killed it. And he killed it as Batman too.
yes. Meanwhile, Daniel Radcliffe, he's been doing all these. Well, I guess he's gonna be known for Weird Al because most people really liked him as Weird Al.
Yeah, I
So
need to
you
see
know,
that. I
good for
heard
him.
it's really good. I heard it's really good.
Yeah, but yeah, this doesn't surprise me at all. And if we don't get any more Fantastic Beast movies, I'm not complaining. I'm just a little salty that they didn't actually properly end it, but whatever.
Yeah,
It's whatever. No skin off my back. More
yeah,
money in my wallet and
for
less in
sure,
Warner Brothers' pocket and
for
J.K.
sure,
Rowling's.
for sure, for sure. But before we get into our main topics, let me just go ahead and into the chat real quick. I feel like I've been neglecting y'all. We got Luke Ponto in the chat. What's going on? We got Dimension Scott in the chat. What's going on? We got Emmett in the chat. What's going on, Emmett? Jared Runner. What's up, Jared? Emmett. I would like for you to do another movie collection battle. I don't think D Ray's been doing movie collection battles.
I haven't seen him do
I haven't
any.
seen him in a while. I don't know if he's taking a break. I need to hit him up. It's been a minute since I talked to D Ray. I need to hit him up. Oh, you say interest in the biopic, but of course, no. I don't think anyone like Gemini Man.
What's up,
Dilated Entertainer, what's going on? Gene P or John, Gene. I hope I'm saying your name. I'm so sorry if I messed it up. Did I miss the Transformers DCU talk? No, you did not. That will be towards the end of the show, so stay tuned because we have things to talk about with the DC. What thoughts on as
the
Namor?
actor.
Oh, go watch our spoiler review if you want to hear that. I've watched 3 seasons of Walking Dead. I'll get back when I finish Better Call Saul. Yeah, definitely get back to watching that. What's up,
I'm
Marquis?
warning you now. It's about to get boring.
It's not about to get boring. It's just it's certain things like once
Season
7
4?
happens. Season 4 it has some boring aspects, but it's you'll get through it. You'll get
Dude,
through
the
it.
second half of that season is boring, dude. I'm sorry.
Yeah, are you talking about after the spoiler
Yes.
after the prison goes down? Yeah, because they do the thing where they touch on each individual character doing their own thing when they're separated. So it's like okay, like this episode is that
That's where I stopped watching the show the first time.
Oh yeah,
I was like, dude.
I was binging the show before season 5 came out because I wasn't watching it until season 5 by premiere. So I binge watched the first 4 seasons to get to season 5. And I ain't gonna lie, when I was watching season 4, I was like, okay, I don't care about all this stuff, man. Like I'm just ready for them to get back together. So yeah. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into our main topics of today. And our first main topic of the day is the Indiana Jones 5 trailer came out last week. 2 weeks, right? 2 weeks or last week? 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks.
So obviously we wasn't able to talk about it. I didn't do a trailer reaction for it. I'm not a huge Indiana Jones fan, so I just didn't bother doing a trailer reaction for it. I didn't even watch it until today. And while I was watching, I'm like, oh, it looks fun. It looks fun. I mean, I don't know if I wanted another Indiana Jones movie. I mean, but it's Disney. It's they want to keep milking the franchise that they have. It makes sense why they would want to release it. But like I said, it just looks like another Indiana Jones movie. I don't think
for worse.
Yeah, I don't know. This is my face watching it. Like that's why I didn't do a reaction because I would have been like, I don't know really how to feel about this. I'm probably one of the least people that said I did not want this. I don't think Harrison Ford need to come back. If they wanted to do this, just fucking reboot, remake it, fuck it, do a remake. Go back to the roots. If you guys want to do Indiana Jones, but of course Harrison Ford. I seen this clip on Instagram when he's walking out on stage and the music is playing the Indiana Jones movie. The first thing he says like that damn music follows me everywhere. Like fuck, like goddamn, but. It is what he's back playing the character. Like I said, it looks fun. It looks great. I don't doubt it's not going to look good, but that's all my thoughts on it. But go ahead, Ty.
I've talked to John about this, and we feel the exact same way. The best way I could put my feelings about this movie from the trailer, it looks like a Disney Indiana Jones movie.
Exactly.
In not a good way. I'm not the only one that's expressed these views on this. This movie looks insanely CGI heavy.
Yes.
And not in a good way. The CGI doesn't look bad. It looks good, but it looks CGI heavy, and I don't like it. And it it doesn't look as bad as this, but it reminds me of Kingdom of the Crystal Skull,
Yes, that's
where
all I kept thinking when I watched that trailer.
now it
Damn, it feels like
doesn't
Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. It
it
does. That
doesn't have that shitty filter on it, which
yeah,
thank God.
that blurry feel,
And
all that.
I can't say that the movie looks fake. That's my issue with Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. That movie looks fake visually. It looks like a stage play. It doesn't look
Mm,
like an actual movie. You know, everyone looks so clean and neat,
yeah.
like they just got out of the laundry and shit.
Mhm.
You know, it this movie doesn't look practical to me. It just looks like green screen. You know, everyone's making a big deal. Oh, they DH Harrison Ford. It looks fine, I
Yeah,
guess.
that,
I'll say this.
I was gonna say it when I watched it. I was like, damn, why they de-age him? Like, are we gonna do flashbacks? That's my guess. We're
Yeah.
doing flashbacks in this movie.
And I'm pretty sure Mads Mikkelsen is going to be related to the Nazi from the first movie,
Hmm.
probably, because he looks just like him.
Yeah,
And I don't know. I feel the same way as you do, though. It looks fine. I never wanted to know. I'm not big on this franchise. I'm not.
yeah,
I like these movies more than you do. I know that
yeah.
for a fact. I love Temple of Doom, and I really like Last Crusade a lot. Um, one of the most overrated movies of all time. I'm sorry. I will you could throw your pitchforks at me all you want. That movie's overrated. Four is not good. You know, I didn't want this, I don't know. I'm not doubting it. You know, James Mangold is a fantastic director.
Yeah,
That's the one thing where I'm like, I can't totally write it off. It's like it's
yeah,
James Mangold,
for
you
sure.
know. It looks like it has the tone of the franchise, which I like. I love the ending of the trailer. That's classic
Yeah,
Indiana
when he has
Jones.
the whip and then everyone
Yeah.
brings out guns, like it makes now everyone's being smart. It's like, oh, you got a whip. Now we have guns because the
Um
thing was, the knife with the gunfight thing, he shot the guy. So I like that little spin.
that was classic Indiana Jones. I was like, that's funny. Um but it I don't know. I don't know. I'm not really maybe when I see this trailer in the theater this week when I go
Yeah,
see Avatar, I'll be. But it feels like they're trying to make it the Force Awakens of Indiana Jones, but just I don't know. I don't know. The trailer just did not do it. Oh, I was like, it looks fun. You
I
know,
just hope this movie doesn't fail because it's gonna be really upsetting. To they
it's not gonna
wait.
fail. It's gonna make money.
Is it though? Like, is this
Yeah,
franchise
it's gonna
really
make money.
that loved? Is it like on the level of Star Wars? I don't think so.
It's gonna make money,
I don't think so. I
especially
don't.
with Disney making it. It's gonna make money. You know, it's gonna make money.
We'll see. We'll see. But
I don't know.
yeah, that's our thoughts on the Indiana Jones trailer. Let us know what you thought about the trailer in the comment section below. Like I said, I thought it was all right. It looks all right. Like I said, just like we said, James Mangold directing it. It's going to be directed fine. I have no question about that, and it's going to look great visually because all his movies look really good. So, but yeah, I mean, that's just my thoughts on that trailer. Like, just to give you guys a heads up, we're going to talk about a lot of trailers because a lot of trailers came out within the last couple of weeks. So, starting with the next trailer, and that is Transformers: Rise of the Beast trailer review. I did a reaction for it. I had to do a reaction for it when it came. I said, "What the fuck? God damn! They releasing all these trailers." I think something that came out before
It
after that,
was
like Guardians.
so yeah. So 2 weeks ago it was like Brazilian Comic Con or something.
Yeah,
That's what was going on, which I didn't know. But that's what was going on. Um I seen people say I don't care about this. This looks like the same old shit. Oh, the CGI looks like shit. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I I am someone who I came to the realization this year I love the Transformers movies. Except 5, which is my least favorite movie of all time. I love the Transformers movies. I do. I can watch every single one that's not 5 and
Mhm.
have a fucking blast.
Yeah.
Even 2
Even
and
Age of
even
Extinction.
4.
Hmm.
4 has its moments. It's too fucking long, but it's not that bad.
Yeah,
Um this looks absolutely fantastic to me.
Yes.
This looks like someone who loves the cartoon got the chance to make this movie.
Yes.
And it just looks so good. Yes. Honestly, the CGI looks really good other than the opening part.
Yeah.
I will admit Optimus looked a little wonky in the beginning. But keep in mind, the movie comes out in June.
Yeah. This is just it's real talk. This is like a teaser trailer. It's not even a trailer. This is like a teaser trailer. Because like I said, we don't get that much story,
But the rest of the CGI looks great.
yeah,
And especially in the ending, that looked fucking awesome.
yeah, with the battle
And
sequence.
yeah, and the fact that we are getting Beast Wars in live action is just I can't believe that. Like, bro, I'm witnessing Optimus Primal and Optimus Prime interacting with one another.
Mm-hmm.
That's just insane to me. And I've seen people, oh, why are there humans? If you were an actual Transformers fan, you will know that in the cartoon there were humans there.
Yeah.
Humans being there is not a bad thing. It's just the
No.
fact that they don't make them interesting.
Yeah. And
But I think that's going to be different this time because Anthony Ramos is a great actor who is very charming and very likable, and I think they got the perfect person to lead a Transformers movie, if you
mm-hmm.
ask me. This looks awesome. It looks awesome to me. I've watched that trailer at least 50 times. At
Yeah,
least 50 times.
I just watched it before we did the stream, and like, it looks really fun, and that's what it should bring is a really fun aspect. I'm with you. I love these movies too. Like I said, I think Dark of the Moon is the best one out of all the movies. I think we and you can agree on that one. Dark of the Moon is the best one. It has its moments too. I think all the Transformers movies have their moments, but with this, like I said, we got a fallback that Michael Bay isn't behind this project, so we don't have to worry about none of his crude humor and over the topness when it comes to certain things that he likes to put in his movies. We don't have to worry about none of that stuff. And
I
then
love the
two,
way it looks visually, the
yeah,
cinematography. It looks great.
yeah. I think the CGI looks good. Like I said, I don't think it looks great. It looks good. I love the design of
The
Optimus. I think that's
designs.
the design of the Autobots are. I think they're amazing.
I will say this: the designs look good to me. I've seen people bitch, "Oh, Optimus, it's such a downgrade from the Michael Bay movies." Dude, the Michael Bay movies, Optimus looks like so crazy and ridiculous. Like
Yeah,
I like the design of Optimus, but
yeah.
like Jesus Christ, you're gonna take that over the cartoon look? Are you serious? I will say this: I think they look better in Bumblebee, and I think it's because of the way they filmed that movie. They look
Yeah,
kind of bigger
yeah,
in this movie. They look kind of skinnier, like
hmm
especially Bumblebee. Bumblebee doesn't look as
yeah,
big, but
yeah, yeah,
that's also because Bumblebee changed cars.
yeah.
Optimus is the same from Bumblebee. He's just
Right.
not that big. He's skinnier, but
So,
I don't know.
but I'm Dilated just brought up a great point. Um, all the trailers for the Transformers movie, even the Michael Bay movies, were were awesome. They were all great trailers. So that's another fallback I wanted to bring up too before we are stop. But talking about the movie's gonna be great. Is that all the trailers are always good for these movies? Like I said, my only thing with that is, like I said, Michael Bay isn't behind this project.
And it's
So
a competent director
yeah,
in Stephen Knight who did Creed 2,
Creed
which
2.
was
So
fantastic.
um, that's another thing too, is that yeah, most of those trailers were good and great trailers, but like I said, this movie has a different fallback when it, like I said, it's different director, most likely different writers and stuff like that. It's probably gonna have within tone when it comes to action. And we're gonna get humor in there regardless. Like I said, when it comes to this certain thing, we're gonna get humor, but hopefully it's humor that works within the movie. It's not just over the topness, for the sake of being over the top. But like I said, I think overall this movie is going to be good. I don't think it's going to be the best Transformers movie. I don't need it to be the best Transformers movie.
It has the potential to be the best Transformers movie.
Oh yeah, for sure. And when I think you said it in the chat, you said like, "Is Transformers back?" I hope so. Because if
Yeah,
you give me that same feeling that the 2007 movie gave me, oh yeah, it's back for sure.
I was saying this. I'm gonna say this: if this movie pop off as big as I think it's gonna be, seeing this movie with a crowd is gonna be fucking nuts.
Oh yeah.
I was telling John this. I said, if this movie underperforms and people don't really care for it, I think Paramount's gonna pack up Transformers. I think this is the last, this is the last ditch effort for them because the last night underperformed for a Transformers movie.
But the
And
last night, it wasn't that it underperformed. It's just that we stopped caring because of how
well,
bad it
that,
was.
but also you look at Age of Extinction made $1 billion.
That because Dark of the Moon made $1 billion. We was going off of the last Transformer movie being as good as it was, and we were going into that movie.
No, but I'm saying
You
Age of
know,
Extinction. You got to look at that though. You're gonna look at Age of Extinction making $1 billion. You got two back-to-back Transformers $1 billion movies, and then
yeah,
you get Last Night not making that.
yeah,
So that's strike
but
one, and then strike two. People didn't really care for Bumblebee like that. Most people said like, yeah, it was better than what we've gotten. But I know people that are like, I don't like Bumblebee. That's strike two.
yeah, but I think also with Bumblebee is that people didn't care about Transformers anymore either, especially after last night. I think I was checked out after last night. I was like, I was not looking forward to Bumblebee at all. I know I love Bumblebee as a character in the Transformers franchise, but I did not want a movie specifically based off him. Like
The marketing for that movie wasn't that great either to me.
and it also came out at a wrong time. It was a
It came out with
crowded
Aquaman.
Aquaman, Spider-Verse.
Yeah,
It was crowded in that December window. I think
yeah.
a Disney movie
Aquaman
came
took
out
the
around that
billion.
time too.
No, Wreck-It Ralph came out in November, but
Okay.
Aquaman took that $1 billion spot because
Yeah.
Aquaman made $1 billion.
Yeah.
I wish Spider-Verse could have made $1 billion. That would have
That one was the dark sheep of those movies was Spider-Verse.
been.
That's the one everybody should have went to go see because Spider-Verse is the best movie out of those movies.
Yeah. I think with them getting like the original designs, like when I saw RC looking the way she does from the cartoon, I almost
Yeah.
did a fucking flip. I was like, oh my god, like dude. And then just seeing all the the Terracons and all that shit, I'm like, dude, like this is the cartoon come to life. And I even saw clips from Beast Wars side by side with the movie, what they look like in the movie, and I'm just like, holy shit, like this is crazy. I hope that this is really good. I hope that this performs well, and I hope it's really good because I do think that if this isn't good and they strike out, this is it. And that would be heartbreaking to go like 10, 20 years without them doing Transformers movies.
Yeah.
Because they even tried it with G.I. Joe, and the G.I. Joe's done. They tried that 3 times, and nobody gave a fuck about the first two, and Snake Eyes wasn't good either. So
No.
I don't know, but I'm very, very excited for this movie. I can't wait.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Like I said, that's just our thoughts on the Transformers Rise of the Beast trailer. Let us know what you thought about the trailer in the comment section below. Are you looking forward to the movie? Are you not looking forward to the movie? Let us know in the comment section below as well. Let's go ahead and move on to our next topic, and it's PlayStation and HBO Max related. We got The Last of Us just released a new trailer for their new series on HBO Max, and oh my god, bro. It keeps getting me more excited, bro. Oh my god! Visually, the show looks fantastic. It looks exactly like the games. Pedro Pascal as fucking Joel. I did not think he was gonna be. Not saying he's not a good actor to play Joel, but I did not think he was gonna work for me for Joel. Like I said, to me, I always wanted either Hugh Jackman to be Joel. I wanted him to be Joel. Just from resemblance, he kind of looks like Joel. Especially if you watch Prisoners, he definitely like Joel.
That would have been better. I'm sorry. I love Pedro Pascal, but that would have been better.
Yeah, I would have took Hugh Jackman as Joel any day.
But I think that Pedro Pascal, this is gonna be. He's been on a fucking just a skyrocket since 2019 with Mando.
With Mandalorian, yeah.
I think I don't want to say breakout because he's already broken out. I think this is gonna be the role that people are like, holy fuck,
Yeah.
like, wow, you know, um, this show, this looks like this is going to be the best video game anything ever.
Yes.
Because you look at what people regard as the best video game movies. You got Sonic 2 for me, Mortal Kombat, the new
Yeah.
one. I really like that movie a lot. These movies aren't that great. Sonic 2 is really good. It's a really good video game movie. As a movie itself is not that great. Um Same thing with Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat I don't think is that great of a movie, but as a video game movie, I have a blast
Mhm.
watching it.
Right.
This is going to be the first video game thing where it's both a great video game property and a great property in and of itself. And I think that this is going to set the bar so high for video game adaptations, it's never going to get touched. Like, ever.
Yeah, I think what's helping this property for one is The Last of Us is that the game has a great story on top of it being a great video game. Like the story itself, with the virus, the actual infected themselves, Joel and Ellie's story going from one place to another to get to this destination. It's a great story, and if they can't nail this, then they need to stop making video game movie properties because this to me this is something that is meant to be on a screen, not just played on a console. Like I think to me, The Last of Us is still one of my favorite games of all time. And The Last of Us Part Two, both of those games back to back. Like if you play both of those games back to back, it's a great experience. And like I said, the Joel and Ellie, even Tess, all the characters in that game are very interesting and have very good character dynamics that once you start diving into it on a live action level, it's gonna be the way if they handle it right. Like I said, we only seen trailers and clips and production photos and stuff, but so far it's looked like they are nailing the tone, the way the infected look, like the way the bloater looks at the end of that
The
trailer.
bloaters.
Oh my
I
god,
want to
bro!
know. I want to know if those are practical or not. Because
I don't think they're practical.
if it's CGI, that is damn good. That's HBO money right there.
Yeah. Yep.
Because I've never seen Game of Thrones, but I was watching it. My mom was watching it, and there was I guess it was this part with a dragon, or whatever. I was like, holy
Hmm.
fuck, that's like the best looking dragon I've ever seen in my
Yo,
life.
there's an episode of Game of Thrones. It's in season 7 where, spoiler alert, Emilia Clarke's character,
Daenerys.
uh, Daenerys, she is like attacking this fleet of people with this her dragons. Oh my god, the cinematography in that scene is so fucking amazing. If you need to sit down and watch Game of Thrones, I highly recommend you sit down and watch Game of Thrones. But if they could take that and put in The Last of Us, who knows what they can do, bro? Like I'm just thinking about certain scenes, like the scene where, like I said, they're going to get Bill, like they're going to meet Bill. Like we see a lot of Bill in the trailer, so I don't know if they're going to really like expand on that or whatever. But yeah, that whole sequence where you go meet him. I just think about the sequence where Ellie is in the woods by herself, where she encounters. Is it Sam? I think his name is Sam. No, it's David. Is his name David? The
Yeah.
cannibal motherfucker.
Sam is
Sam is the other
the kid.
character. Yeah, yeah. See, that's another sequence where they meet Sam and the other guy. I can't think of his name, but
I don't know his name.
the
Yeah.
brothers, where they meet them. That's a great sequence. And it ends tragically. Like the way that their story ends is like tragic. And I remember when I first played, I said, "Damn, I did not expect it to end that way."
I
And
predicted that he was gonna be bitten. I didn't predict what was gonna happen after that,
yeah,
though.
right.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler. I'm not gonna. I would
For
rather you
not
play it
playing a
so you.
game that's not 8 years old or 9 years old.
It's about to be
Sorry.
almost 10 years old. It's crazy. Next year it'll be 10 years old. Game came out 2013, so it's
Hmm.
crazy. But yeah, I think this trailer really is really good. Like I said, cinematography looks great. I think that all the characters are gonna nail their characters. Um, yeah, I'm so excited for it. It's coming out next month, right?
I believe so. If it's not
I think
January, it's February.
I'm hoping it's January because I want something to look forward to. Let's look this up. I should know this.
Yeah, we should.
The
January 15th.
yes. So oh yeah. So it's about 4 weeks away. About a month away. Crazy to think we're a month away from this show, and
Damn,
I'm
so
just like I'm.
I gotta go on doing what I wanted to do before this show comes out.
What you wanted to
Because
do?
I
Review the
want to play.
games.
Yeah, I want to review the games. I gotta get on that. Thing is, I don't want to play the PS4 version. I want to get the PS5
You want to
version.
get the part one version, basically the one that say part one. Yeah. It's messed up because I'm surprised they haven't released Last of Us Part Two on PS5 yet. I'm surprised they have not released
Because
that
that game is basically a PS5 Lite game.
yet.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
It runs so well.
Oh, I wish I was getting a PS5. Oh man, my birthday's coming up next month, so maybe I'll get it for my birthday. But yeah. You got any more thoughts on the Last of Us trailer? I think it looks really good. Like, man.
Wanted to address something that I was talking to AJ about. That
Go ahead,
this
Joe.
show is this is 9 episodes long, and if I was to assume they're gonna be hour-long episodes,
Mhm.
I really hope this show has good pacing. I hope this show does not have the typical HBO pacing, and you know what I mean when I say that.
Yeah, my thing is, are they touching the full game of the first game in
It
this
looks like it.
first season? That's why I questioned because we only got 2 games, so we're not getting part two stuff. We're definitely not getting part two stuff in this show. Are they gonna split it? Like, are we gonna actually get the full game? Like, where it
I
ends
told
with Joel and
AJ
Ellie?
what I told AJ was my dream for this show is 4 seasons. 2 seasons for the first game, 2 seasons for the second game.
Yeah.
That was my dream. The way this season ends is I would end it where he gets hurt. And then
Yeah,
the
right
second
before
season-
Ellie gets by herself.
yeah. That is what I would do. Do I think they're going to do that? No, because
But we're
you
also
know,
getting left behind stuff too, which will
that is
probably be a full episode. That'd probably be one
That's
episode.
what I said. I think they can put the whole game in one season. I think they can,
I think they can too.
because even though it sounds like an hour isn't a lot, somehow HBO makes it where they can put a lot into 1 hour of television.
Yeah, for sure.
So I could see them fitting this whole game into one season. I'll tell you this much: if they do Last of Us Part 2, they are not fitting that into one season, unless that one season is 20 episodes long.
It's not, and they're not gonna make it 20 episodes. They will probably do that. Will be 2 seasons. Part 2 will be 2 seasons.
And here's the thing: do they change some things that happened in that game to please the audience? Personally, even though I don't like what they do in that game, I would not do that.
I wouldn't do it either. I actually
because
like
it comes
the stuff
off.
they do in the game.
Yeah, I know you like
I'm a high defender of Part 2 for the reasons that they do. And like I said,
I like what they do. I just don't like the aftermath of it. But I do like what they do.
Yeah. You're talking about the Abby stuff, right? That's basically what you're talking about.
I like the fact that she does what she does. That's fine because we all figured that was gonna happen. It's just they don't really justify that. Personally,
they technically still don't justify it. Spoiler: if you haven't played Last of Us Part 2, she lets Abby go.
Yeah,
like she lets her go and doesn't fulfill her whole goal. So you technically do everything in the game for no reason.
Yeah,
because she just let her go.
That's the thing. It's like
I love Last Part 2, but that's my one fault. If I had the scale on a 5, it would be a 4.5, and it wouldn't get the full 5 for that specific reason. I kind of wish, like I said, spoiler if you guys have not played Last of Us Part 2, I kind of wish they would have gave you an option to stay with Dina.
Yeah.
Stay with Dina or go on the path. Like you have a choice.
Yeah.
She can live off in the sunset and forget everything, or you can go on that path and go do the end of the game. You won't have the epic ending, which I do like the end where you go into the house and basically kill all these. I think that is awesome. But, I think Ellie deserved a happy ending, especially after everything she dealt with. But she doesn't get a happy ending.
I do like, even though I hate that she lets her go, I do like that she comes back and Dina left. I do like that because it
But that's what
shows
I'm
her.
saying. She don't get a happy ending, but her consequences. That was her consequence for
Yeah,
taking that choice. She
that's why I
lost
like
everything.
that. That's why I like that. I like that because it was basically you were so hell bent on this that
Yep.
it cost
That you
you
lost
everything.
everything. Yep.
You know,
Yep.
I do like that it ends like that. You know,
Yeah.
and that's one of the things. It's like if you make Last of Us Part 2 into that season, do you keep everything the same but change that ending?
That's why I'm so ready to watch the show. How much do they adapt from the game to the show?
Realistically, you can make that game 3 seasons, which is what most people would want because you would want it where it's Ellie 1 season, Abby the next season, and then the next season together. The ending.
Yeah, but I think we're going back to the first season. Is like I think I agree with you. I would end it where he gets hurt, and then that's the cliffhanger. That's the cliffhanger. He gets hurt,
Yeah.
and then you have to wait for the next season to figure out what happens. Like, oh my god,
Mhm.
Joel is hurt. How the fuck are they gonna come back from this? If you played the game, you probably know. But
Yeah.
if you're now getting into this for the first time, it's kind of like, oh shit, how they're gonna continue their journey? He's literally impaled. Like he fucking gets
Mhm.
impaled. And yeah, I would end it that way for sure. Cause then you go into the next part of the season and it's more fucked up. Like they deal with cannibals, bro. And Ellie is almost to the point where she's about to be like assaulted. Like in the scene where she like literally just killed the fuck
Oh,
out
that
of
shit is
David,
so good.
and Joel stops her. Like, oh my
Yeah.
god, dude. I was like mind blown. I said this, and it's a video game that is making me this way. Like, wow, like I love The Last of Us, bro. I need to go back and play it. Eventually get a PS5. That's probably be one of the first games I buy is Last of Us Part 1. For sure. For sure.
But yeah, this show looks fantastic. You know, I think it's gonna be good. I do. There's too many good components in place for it not to be
What's
good.
up, Leo?
I think this is gonna be awesome, and I'm very, very excited. If, like you said, if this isn't good and it doesn't pay off, I don't think we should get any video game things ever again.
It and that's asking for a lot because we're just still going to get video game adaptations. I don't think they're ever going to stop making them, but I think with this property alone, this should be the one to show people you guys can do this. And I think doing it episodically is probably better too, instead of
Yes.
conjoined it into a 2 hour, 2 hour 15, 2 hour to 20 minute long movie. Because they'll have to cut out a lot of stuff unless you're gonna split it, like unless you're gonna do the part one, part two
I
type thing
feel
where you
like
do
you
just that.
could make it if it was like a 2.5 hour movie. I feel like you could make it a 2.5 hour because most video game movies are not even 2 hours. You could make. I feel like
Yeah.
you can make this game 2.5 hours, 2:45. You could do it. You know,
Yeah,
especially James Mangold. He likes. Well, if you got James Mangold to do it, which is
I think
what
he would be
most people
awesome to
would.
do it actually.
You know, he likes making long movies, so that would have been perfect. You know.
Yeah, for sure.
Um.
But I think with episodically, you got more time to
Yeah.
spread more out. You got more to be with the characters. Like,
See, but that's the thing for better and for worse. If that
yeah,
pacing is not top notch, that's going to be a thing that kills this show. Because
right.
the acting is going to be good. We all
Yeah,
know
that's
that.
that. Yeah,
There's no way it's not going to be good. You know, all the technical stuff looks fantastic. You know, we
yep.
know the horror elements are going to be on point. You
The
know,
way the
it's
click,
just,
I'm ready to see the clickers in action, bro. Oh my
yeah.
god, I'm so ready. They look so good, dude. They look.
I
So
want to
good,
see
bro.
how they do if they do anything with Joel's the hearing thing. I want to know if they do that
Yeah.
in the show, and they probably won't. They'll just be like, "Oh, I'm listening for it." They won't have like the fucking outlines on the clickers.
No, you talking about like the sonic
Yeah.
hearing. They won't do that. They won't do that. That'll be there might be a nod to it, but you won't see it. I gotta.
Yeah.
I'm waiting to see the Easter eggs for us game fans. Like we played the game, we know certain things and stuff like
You
that.
know they're making this for the fans when they put "Take on Me" in the fucking trailer. As soon as that, I was like, "Oh, The Last of Us 2 Easter egg."
We might see like a Firefly amulet pop up one time, and they might pick one up and stuff. You know that.
You know what they have to do because they did it in Last of Us 2. We got to see a PlayStation 3 with Uncharted. We got to.
Yo, I would lose my mind if they do that, bro. I would lose my mind if they did that, bro.
I wouldn't be surprised if in the Left Behind sequence they show them playing like Uncharted or something.
That'd be hilarious.
That
That'd
would
be
be
hilarious. I mean,
great.
it makes sense. It's PlayStation, so they can technically do it. It's their property. So
Yeah, I
and
definitely
it's
do
Naughty
that.
Dog too. So I mean, I would do it. I would do it for sure. But
Mhm.
yeah, those are our thoughts on The Last of Us. Of course, we got people in here saying they're excited for it. I know my little brother Marquise is really excited for it. He loves The Last of Us, like probably me and you as well. I got to get him on one of these episodes of Nerd Talk because he's a nerd like us. So, but yeah, he also said I think video game adaptations are getting better than they used to. Sonic proves it possibly, and The Last of Us most likely will heighten the concept of video games. Yeah, like I said, I think Sonic is probably a different monster. Even Mario, I think Mario works in a different aspect too.
Yeah.
Because I think those can work because they are more kid like with something like this, or even something like I thought about like why haven't they touched a Grand Theft Auto story and made it to a movie yet? Because even those games, those
Because we've gotten so
stories,
many movies like Grand Theft Auto.
right. But that also too, and also those games are kind of emphasis off other movie properties like Vice City is Scarface, and you
Oh.
guys, San Andreas got a lot of the hood aspect movies tones in those too. Even like GTA 5 got a lot of those heists taken from other movies too. So, but like even like that, like why haven't we seen things like that, or even something like Horizon? I feel like Horizon will be made into a show or something like that.
They are. They're making it into a show.
Yeah, I figured that's going to be done. I'm surprised something like God of War hasn't been done yet. You
They're
know,
doing that too, I
yeah,
think.
yeah. I'm just saying like from since then, why haven't they done it?
Yeah.
You know, because I think something like God of War definitely could work. I mean, we got things like Wrath of Titans, Clash of Titans. Why haven't we gotten God of War? But yeah. So let's go ahead and move on to our next topic of the day. Another trailer, you guys. Another trailer. I know we're boring you guys talking about these trailers, but we're a couple weeks behind. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 released a trailer, the first teaser trailer, and it looks like the same old Guardian stuff, man. It looks fun, you know. The it looks great. I mean,
Mhm.
visually, it looks stunning. Visually, we got all the characters back. Somehow Gamora is tied to this. I don't know how the hell she's tied to this. I guess we'll find out in the movie when we get to it. We get the first look at Adam Warlock,
Yep.
played by I can't think of the actor's name, but he was in Maze
Will
Runner and
Polder.
yeah, um, you know, some shit is gonna happen in this movie. Definitely, I think some character are definitely going to die. Um, yeah, I mean, it looks good. I mean, I no doubt it's gonna be a decent movie. Um, I'm just hoping it's better than Volume Two. That's the only. I just hope it's better than Volume Two. That's all I want it to be. Just be better than Volume Two, guys. But
It
go ahead.
looks good. It looks really good. James Gunn has been saying like this is gonna be like the most emotional thing ever. Like he's
Yeah,
been talking about how hard this was to make, in terms of it being emotional and stuff. And it looks emotional, I think they're making it too obvious on who people think is gonna die. I don't think Rocket is gonna die. I
no,
think
it's Drax.
my main three are Drax, Nebula, and if they really want to go all out, Star Lord. Those are my three.
Star Lord's not
Um,
dying. Well, I can see Star Lord dying because Chris Pratt probably wants to do other things. You know, maybe he's just
I
done
think
playing the character.
that I think that they would because James Gunn has been saying that they want to they James Gunn is like at the end of this movie, it's gonna be like a whole new team, basically.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they said. And if they really want to do that, what better way than to kill all Star Lord? Because there are versions of the team where Adam Warlock leads the team.
Yeah,
You know, Adam Warlock. I'm not big on the design. I love the actor.
yeah,
He's great in the Maze Runner movies.
yeah, for
Well,
sure.
I guess
Well, the
kind of
first one.
spoiled. I kind of spoiled the third one.
Yeah, he
Uh,
does come back in the third movie, right? Spoiler.
I remember seeing that. I was like, "Yo, what?"
Yeah, spoiler. If you guys haven't
Um,
seen the Maze Runner movies, but most people don't
yeah.
talk about those movies, so they probably don't care.
Uh,
I like those movies.
underrated, underrated
Underrated book
show.
franchise for sure.
Even though three is too long.
It is too long.
Um, I love the actor. I'm not big on the look. I'm not. It looks like they just made it where they spray painted him gold and brushed his hair back and added the little thing in the middle.
Yeah.
It doesn't look very
So is
unique
that
to
he has
me.
an Infinity Stone? Is that an Infinity Stone in his head?
No, I think it's
Okay.
just a gem type thing.
Hmm.
Um, it looks really good. It looks hilarious. The part where they go to that little neighborhood had
That
me in tears.
that's why I was confused. I thought they were on Earth, but it's not Earth. It's another
I thought
planet.
it was Earth too. I died laughing when he threw the ball at
Ball
that
at the
poor little
creature, dude.
girl,
Like
bro.
goodness. I was like, what the
I was
fuck?
like, oh shit. Um, it looks good. I don't know who this high revolutionary person is. I know who
Yeah.
the actor is. He was in Peacemaker, but I have no idea who this person is. And I'm glad that it looks like they're not harping in on the Gamora storyline
Yeah.
because
I got a feeling that's gonna be like a quick scene.
yeah,
That's gonna be
because they
something
show a
quick.
shot where Gamora is with them.
Yeah.
So I like that. And I like that they're uh getting rid of that early because I did not care about that coming into this movie at all.
Yeah.
When they set that up in Endgame, I was like, really? I was like, really with this? But it looks really good.
Hold on 1 second, Ty.
Uh it looks really good, and I find it hilarious how they're making it where it's like really, really, really sad. Like it's not gonna be like Logan. It's not, And then also the CGI looks really good too, which I like. I like that the CGI looks on point. It doesn't look goofy. You guys know how the CGI has been lacking in the MCU lately. But this looks really good. And it's James Gunn. The man who has been very popular the past week, 2 weeks now. So I'm interested.
Oh, she want the chicken. You can make that too. Make that on the side. Oh. Should have muted myself. My bad, yo. Fiance asking about dinner, but go ahead, yeah.
1 second.
No, go ahead. But yeah, I think the it says we lagging. Are we lagging? Are we still lagging, you guys?
He's being an ass.
Let me know if we good, you guys.
This is why I love being a mod.
Okay. But yeah, yeah, maybe he just needs to restart his thing. But yeah, what are we talking about?
He's being an ass. It's whatever. We were talking about Guardians. I finished talking about it though. That it looks really good, and I just find it funny that they're making it look as sad as it is. I don't think it's gonna be that sad because I don't think really the only MCU movie that's been truly sad is like Endgame. To be honest,
I mean even Infinity War at the end of it. I mean that was pretty sad.
The end of it.
Yeah, I mean where we literally was sitting in a theater. Well, you can say the same thing about Black Panther too. Black Panther Wakanda Forever.
How could I forget that?
Yeah, I mean, when you literally sit in the theater, you don't say nothing in a theater. So, but I don't think we're gonna get that feeling with this movie. I think we still have the essence of the Guardians. We're gonna have that comedy, we're gonna have that, those jokes and stuff.
That end part with Groot was dope.
Yeah, where he has all the guns and stuff. Yeah,
that was awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I mean, is it gonna be another Guardians movie? So.
I'll say this: it's funny. All the MCU stuff that's like after Ant-Man right now looks really good, and I'm interested in. But I don't give a fuck about Ant-Man at all.
Yeah, that's another topic for another day, I guess. Um, but yeah, let us know what you guys thought about the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 trailer in the comment section below. Like I said, it looks good. Like I said, I don't doubt James Gunn at all. Like, I don't think he's made anything bad in a long time. Like I said, I think he knocked it out of the park with all the Guardians movies so far. Even like Peacemaker and Suicide Squad. So like he's knocked it out of the park. So I have no doubt it's gonna be good. But yeah. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought. If you guys are excited for it as well, let us know in the comment section below. So let's move on to our next topic, and that is Tyler brought this up to me
Oh,
a couple
Jesus.
days ago, and I figured he wanted to rant about it.
No,
'Cause I
I'm
guess
not. No, I'm not ranting. It's just hilarious. There's no point in getting mad. This is the typical Warner Brothers thing. So I can't get mad. What I am mad about is the fact that people are upset that this is not happening. I don't understand why.
I
You know,
mean, I'm not. I would actually wouldn't mind to see it. Like I said, as long as obviously Michael Keaton will be an old Batman, and we'll have a new Batman going into. We'll have Batman Beyond. Um, I mean, we probably will never get Batman Beyond because no one is interested in that storyline. No
which
one
I
cares
know
about
why.
a
It's very underrated and
very
great.
under. I agree. But yeah, basically there was supposed to be a Michael Keaton, well, Batman Beyond movie with Michael Keaton as an older Batman. Michelle Pfeiffer was going to come back also as Catwoman. They were going to be together and stuff like that, um, which is an interesting thing to do, but um, the fans getting upset that it's not happening. You guys are going to keep staying upset because it's not going to happen. Um,
I'm tired of shit like this. I'm tired of shit like this where it's like, oh, we want to make this thing and we need to bring back the old actors. That way, these fucking geeks could be in the theater and be like, oh, I know them. Up. You know, it's so. I'm so tired of it. I'm tired of the concept of legacy sequels has ruined a lot of things
yeah.
with, movies. And this is one of them. I'm glad this isn't happening. I didn't need to see Michael Keaton back as Bruce Wayne.
Hmm.
It's bad enough I got to see him in the fucking Flash movie as Batman. It's so
Hmm.
stupid. And that's one of the main reasons why I'm glad the Batgirl movie got canceled, because now he's not going to be the future Batman no more. I'm so glad that they're not doing that. But this is just stupid. I read this and I was like, really? Really? And how faithful were they going to be to Batman Beyond realistically?
Right. Yeah.
Knowing them, they would have just done Return of the Joker immediately,
Hmm. Yeah. Yep.
because they're like, oh, people know the Joker.
Hmm. That was exactly what it would have been for sure. Um, but like I said, I'm not interested in this at all. If they were going to do it, I mean, it probably would have fucked up anyway. It probably would have fucked up anyway.
My pitch for Batman Beyond, which is something that I don't know if people would have been on board for. My pitch for Batman Beyond was take the Batgirl movie and just make it Batman Beyond, but it's Batgirl instead of Batman, obviously. But just make
People
it
wouldn't
that.
like that. People
I
wouldn't like
think
that.
that would have been cool.
Yeah, I don't think people would like that. That's what I'm saying. That's why I think doing the Batman Beyond will be way out of Warner Brothers' wheelhouse. I know it's Batman title, but like I don't think people want that. People want Bruce Wayne as Batman. That's why they did the Batman. That's why they keep going back to the Bruce Wayne character. That's what the most people know that character as. And yeah, it's probably a broken record that we keep saying that, but that's the truth. Like that's really the truth. But yeah, I just had to bring this up because Tyler brought it. I'm like, they really were talking about doing this. I thought this was like a myth because that's what most people wanted if they were going to do Batman Beyond was bring back Michael Keaton, hire a new actor to be, Batman.
Or you can, bring back Ben Affleck.
Yeah, yeah, yep. They could
Just
definitely do
saying.
that, but we'll be going into that topic next of why I don't think they're going to do that either. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, my bad, you guys.
I don't got no more thoughts on this. This was just fucking stupid to me.
Yeah, for sure. So let's go ahead and move on to our next topic, and of course, is the biggest news that had come out of these last couple of weeks, and that is a lot of cancellations from the DCEU. We already know Wonder Woman 3 has been canceled. At least that's what we know. Wonder Woman 3 has been canceled. And Man of Steel 2, Henry Cavill is in question to come back. We don't know whether or not he's coming back as Superman. Um,
I had to take off my sweater. It's gonna get hot in here real quick.
Sorry, you guys, for all the noise.
This
My family
is
upstairs.
this is a very interesting topic because at first I read all of this. I didn't even know what was happening. I was doing God knows what, and Kevin texted me saying, "Oh, James Gunn is out of pocket." I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" He's like, "Oh, Jason Momoa might not be Aquaman anymore." I said, "What? What are you talking about?" I
Maybe
go on
thinking
Twitter
Aquaman too.
and see this fucking laundry list of shit. I'm like, "What the fuck?" And I was very angry. I was very angry at a lot of stuff, and there was a lot to break down with this. And as I processed it, throughout the days and listened to James Gunn speak on this subject, I'm not as mad. There are things I am mad about, but he's cleared up a lot of things that I'm I'm at ease now.
Mm-hmm.
And I think after this week, if they make it publicized with what's happening, I think we're going to be okay. So let's break down everything. So the big one was that Jason Momoa is probably done as Aquaman, and they're going to basically get rid of that character and make him Lobo. This is the only thing right now that I'm still pissed off about and I don't like. So, Movie Hunter, to answer your question, I guess what they're doing is rebooting this whole
They're
franchise,
they're rebooting. That's what they're doing. That's based.
which
That's exactly what they're doing.
which I get it. He doesn't want to use old pieces. I get it. This is the thing that's just weird to me because you know we haven't had time to adjust, you know, and I personally really love Momoa as Aquaman a
I
lot.
agree. Me too.
So hearing that he's just not gonna play this character no more, and on top of that, what's gonna happen with James Wan? Because to
And they
me,
aren't they filming Aquaman too? Like,
yeah,
aren't
well,
they
it's
filming
probably
it?
almost done. I think he's just finishing the CGI.
That's what I'm saying.
But
Like, so you're gonna make this movie gonna come out and then that's it. Like, I mean, we've already seen it
and
happen already.
yeah, yeah, right. Uh, and I would feel bad for James Wan because to me, James Wan is one of my favorite comic book directors right now because
Hmm.
he understands comic books, unlike
Right.
most people making comic book movies. He understands comic books. So the fact that they're just gonna basically cut his franchise, it's like really, you know, and there's a lot of questions. What's gonna happen with Shazam? They better not touch Shazam because I
Yeah.
think Zachary Levi and all of them are all great. I think Blue Beetle's safe. I think that's fine. I think he should use
You can
Blue
you can
Beetle.
you can use Blue Beetle because he's not technically even though he's in the DCU, he's not connected to anything that's happened. So you can probably bring him in as a new character with this. If you rebooting, bring him into this new DCEU, whatever you guys are doing.
Um, the it's just a lot. It's a lot right now. Um, I don't. I still don't know how I feel about the Lobo thing. It's like it's such a weird situation because it's like I don't think we and I've seen a lot of people say, oh well, they did this with Chris Evans with the MCU where he was playing Human Torch and then he was Captain America. It's like, well, that's not really the same thing because it's a different universe. Those were two different universes. This is the same universe. It's just being rebooted. It's so strange to me. It'd be like if in the MCU, Robert Downey Jr. was Iron Man, and then they were like, no, we're going to reboot the MCU, and Robert Downey Jr. is playing somebody else. It's like,
Yeah. Are you talking about
what?
the Aquaman stuff, right?
Yeah, which is more. It's like, what? It's such a weird thing. Let's get the biggest positive out the way. Wonder Woman 3 is not happening. Good.
Yeah.
Well, not that I'm happy Wonder Woman 3 is not I'm happy that Wonder Woman 3 under Patty Jenkins is not happening. I don't know if this is true. Apparently, this is something that came out and it is true. It's been going around everywhere. Apparently, for Wonder Woman 3, she wanted to bring back Steve Trevor again.
Yeah, she wanted. Yeah. I seen that story. I seen that, and I would think that would have been a huge mistake. I understand you like their relationship, blah blah. It's like no, we don't. We deaded that. Like the way Wonder Woman 84 ended, that was it. That was it for Steve Trevor, bro. Like
I don't get it. What is her infatuation with Steve Trevor?
no
I don't
idea.
get it. And then this is the biggest thing. Apparently, she was gonna use the Lazarus Pit.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
And the League of Shadows was gonna be in this movie. What in the actual fuck does Wonder Woman have to do with the League of Shadows? I have never in my life seen those two things interlocked in the comics ever. Again, there are millions of comics. I could be wrong, but I would bet a lot that they have never interacted at all. I read that. I said, bro, stop it. Stop. And then the biggest kicker was the fact that James Gunn told her, listen, this doesn't really fit our mold with what we want to do with the DCEU. So we're going to give you a chance to rewrite it. That way it can fit with us. And she just said, nah, I don't want to, and packed it up. What? I've seen some people say, oh, well, she's standing up for herself. It's like, okay, but maybe she was writing. Maybe if we were still in the Walter Hamada era, maybe he would have been like, "Oh yeah, this is great." Yeah, maybe it was more like Wonder Woman 84.
He would have did it. He would have did it if he was still the head.
And that's what people don't realize. It's like James Gunn is trying to be the opposite of what we got before.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're writing with the Walter Hamada mindset, pack that shit up, bro.
Yeah,
I'm not here for that.
Yeah.
I want Zack Snyder Wonder Woman back. I'm not saying don't misunderstand what I'm saying. I don't want Zack Snyder back. I'm fully aware the man is doing his own things. I cannot wait for Rebel Moon if it comes out next year. I don't know, but I'm ready for that. I'm glad he's doing his own things. Don't misunderstand with oh, Zack Snyder all the way. No. These fucking
I wouldn't mind having Zack Snyder back, but
I wouldn't mind it either. But I'm not one of these fucking idiots that are sitting on Twitter. I want Zack Snyder back. Fuck James Gunn. No. Okay, enough. But I want the style of Zack Snyder Wonder Woman back.
Yeah, for sure.
Basically, Zack Snyder's Justice League Wonder Woman.
Yeah, that's
badass.
Hell
that's what I want.
That's what I want for sure.
I don't need this crying bullshit. No, bro. Okay, stop.
I feel bad for Gal. That's what I feel bad for, because I think she's really good as Wonder Woman. Even in Wonder Woman 84, I think she was good in the movie.
Well, no, she's gonna be Wonder Woman still. I think that's definitely a lock. I think she's staying with what James Gunn said. He basically said some things are true, some things are not, and I think one of the big things that applies to is Man of Steel.
Yeah, I was waiting to get to that, but I figure you still want to talk about the Man of Steel stuff. I definitely want to talk about, because I think with him showing up in Black Adam, and we already know that Black Adam probably is gonna be a flop. It's already coming on HBO Max, which is kind of messed up. But him showing up, it's like, damn, we got him showing up. We were all excited, and now it's like it's in question. We don't know what's going on with that property.
What I think is gonna happen is they're gonna reboot it. I think he's staying. I do. I think he's staying because James Gunn knows what happened and what was messed up. I think he's gonna stay, and I think we're essentially gonna get a Man of Steel reboot where they what I think is gonna be is that they make him where he's experienced Superman, kind of like this PS4 Spider-Man. Where he's that's what I think they do. I could be wrong, if they're going to keep actors, I think he's going to be one of them. Him
Yep.
and Gal Gadot are the two that I think are 100% staying. Jason Momoa, obviously, not as Aquaman, but I think he's staying regardless. Ben Affleck is a possibility. I don't want to say yes or no. I think he will. If he's not, I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised either.
And I also think all the Suicide Squad people are staying.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Sylvester Stallone, Margot Robbie, Idris Elba if he comes back, Viola Davis. Viola Davis is definitely staying.
Yeah.
The
That's easy
Rock.
money.
I could see The Rock staying. I don't think Man of Steel is going to get canceled. I don't think it's going to be what people wanted, where it's a sequel, but I do think we will see a Superman movie with Henry Cavill. I do think that. That is 100% true.
I think James Gunn knows that we want that. He knows that we
and he even said it. He said it on Twitter. He said that Superman is a priority.
Mm-hmm.
And someone asked about Green Lantern, and he said they're coming.
Yeah, he hinted at that. I remember I seen a story about that too.
And I think when you look past all of this and you just look ahead, I think when we officially see this thing molded and we get a roadmap, which I think we will get, it could be next week because they are presenting their plan to Discovery next week or this week. That is what's happening.
Mm.
I think James Gunn's DC is going to be something special.
Mm.
I do. And he also said Batman is a priority too.
Of course. It has to be.
It doesn't have to be with everything Batman we've gotten,
Yeah, but I think we know Batman is their main cash cow.
Well, he's talking about the DCEU, not the Batman. The Batman is safe. Which?
Oh yeah.
Because if they had said, "Oh no, we're not going along with Matt Reeves' universe," I think
niggas would have been going crazy, bro.
I think that headquarters would be burnt to the ground. I don't think anyone would listen to a word he would say. So I'm glad that's safe. Matt Reeves is killing it. He's gonna create his own little mini box.
Mm-hmm.
Good for him. Joker.
And we got through it. I ain't even bring that up, but the Joker image.
They released the first look of Joker. Nothing crazy,
Just him getting
Joaquin Phoenix still looks fucking
skinny as hell,
skinny and sick and shit. Which I forgot that movie's gonna be a musical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you got Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn.
Not excited for that movie, but neither here nor there. That's still staying too. I don't think we'll get another Joker movie after that. I think this is it. Movie Hunter said it's all like building a house. You need to start with a great foundation, otherwise the house you build on top of will eventually fall. Yeah, that's
exactly.
I think the thing with James Gunn, I think it's more of where do you start?
It's me. It's like I think that's why I think the Flash movie needs to set boundary where this movie will reset everything. That movie will reset everything. Like that's the foundation right there.
They need to reshoot the ending and make it that way.
Yeah. Yep. They need to where something.
They need to get rid of the original post-credit scene, which I pray to God is not the actual post-credit scene. So I read the script for the Flash. I'm gonna say what it is because I don't think it's gonna stay that way, and if it does, God help everybody. Basically, the post-credit scene is the movie ends, and Barry has a vision, and it's the vision from BVS that Batman had when Flash came back in time. Only the roles are reversed, and Batman is the one coming back in time, saying you need to do blah 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 blah. Yes, I made that exact face. It's fucking retarded.
How does Batman have the ability to go back in time? I don't know. We're not gonna question.
I don't know. I pray to God that's not the case. All I'm saying is this Flash movie fucked everything. It did, because you had there were rumors that it was like, oh, Batgirl and Supergirl are gonna replace Batman and Superman, and you were gonna have this like fucking weird Justice League where it was like Supergirl, Batgirl, Flash, Shazam. It was like, what the fuck? What is this?
Yeah.
I think when this Flash movie comes out and everything is said and done, it's funny. Flash and Aquaman, they're essentially useless movies because when
Yeah.
those movies come out and finish, no matter how good they are, well, Aquaman is gonna be good. I don't think Flash is gonna be good.
Hmm.
No matter how good Aquaman is, it's gonna be like, okay, thank you for your efforts. Goodbye. Get out.
Yeah, because I think essentially they have to release these movies because they already put too much money into it to cancel them. So they have to release them, but it will be in a sense where it won't matter. Like any of the stuff that happens in these movies won't touch anything after. So if they have post credit scenes or they end in the cliffhangers or anything like that, it won't matter because it's gonna be erased.
Yeah. Also, they said a Black Adam sequel is unlikely. I'm not surprised,
Not
nor
surprised
do I
either.
care.
I don't
Um,
think Black Adam needs a sequel. He needs to be in other movies. Like do it
they
that way.
announced, yeah, they announced that apparently they want to do a Hawkman movie. I don't know why.
I don't want a Hawkman movie.
I don't. I like Hawkman, but not as a main character.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
no,
He's a good
he is.
secondary character.
Yeah, he's a secondary character. Stop. No. Um, I don't know. It's just did this. I'm glad that. First of all, I'm glad that James Gunn was very open about what happened, and he said, "Listen, just we need time."
Hmm.
I'm glad that he's communicating because if this was the old Warner Brothers, they would have just said all this shit and just
Hmm.
left it.
Yeah,
He's saying, "Listen, this is what we're doing," and he even says that we're not going to please everybody, but it's what we got to do.
yeah,
You know, it's a business. That's what you got to do. Um, I'm optimistic. I am. Some of these things are bittersweet. Like I don't want to see Aquaman go from Jason Momoa. I don't. Some of these characters, I don't know who they're gonna get to replace them. Like Aquaman, definitely. I don't know who they're getting to replace him. Uh, we're gonna get a new Batman again. Unless they get Ben Affleck back, but I doubt it. We're gonna get a new Batman. I don't know who we get. We'll get there when we get there. They're gonna
yeah,
replace Flash. They could make anybody Flash.
yeah, for sure. You definitely replace that
You know,
motherfucker, bro.
Grant Gustin. He's right there. Just saying.
Hmm.
Uh, I want to see some. I told John this. I said I would really appreciate it if they did some smaller characters like Teen Titans.
Yeah,
Stuff like
yeah,
that. Make it where you
yeah.
start small and get big and gradually grow towards the Justice League. I wouldn't
Mhm.
mind if we did not see the Justice League at all, and the first wave of the new DC was all Young Justice. I
Yeah,
would not mind that at all
that'd be dope, actually.
because you can kind of semi-establish the Justice League characters by having it be where like they're the sidekicks, and then something happens, and then the Justice League has to come in. You
Yeah,
know, that's just a thought. I don't need that to happen. It's just it's a weird time. It is. It's a
yeah,
weird time. You know, I'm a little bit more calm now that James Gunn was like, "Oh, things are true and things are not true."
yeah,
I do think we'll get a third Wonder Woman movie. Who directs it? I don't know.
yeah. It most likely won't be for another while because if Patty Jenkins was already working on a script, now they have to bring someone else in to do
And
to
I
write a
don't
whole script.
mind
Especially if
it.
she wasn't directing. If she was
If
directing it too, then they got to hire a director too. So
if I'm gonna be honest, give Wonder Woman the same treatment that I think Superman is gonna get. Reboot it and give me New 52 Wonder Woman where she is just kicking fucking ass.
facts. Like I said, I don't. I wouldn't mind if they, like I said, go in the animated route, make these characters already established, and bring them in. Do it that way. Like fuck it, like have them already be like you said with I'll take a Superman that's been doing this for a while, like and bring him in fresh. Like I mean,
And the
people didn't
thing
like that he
is, it's
wasn't
like,
Superman at first. So I mean, we can't win or lose when it comes. We can't win when it comes to the
and the
fans.
thing is, it's like you can do that now, especially if you keep these actors. You can do that now
Yeah, yeah,
because we know who these characters are.
right.
Even the casuals, they know who Superman is, they know who Wonder Woman is, they know who Batman is.
Especially as the actors too. Like you bring in Henry Cavill, they know he's Superman. You bring in Gal Gadot, you know that.
It's just the concept of explaining that it's different. That's the only
Yeah,
thing you need to
yep,
make, you
yep,
know. But I think this is gonna work. I'll say this: I'm more excited for all of this more than the MCU stuff. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah.
because I know this is going to be a fresh take and it's going to be something different. You know, what I would want from DC right now is to embrace the darker shit. You
Hmm.
know, you got some stuff. You know, maybe they can do Watchmen again. I don't know if they would do Watchmen, but that's DC. You know, embrace the Vertigo stuff. And we don't know. Are we still getting a Constantine sequel because
Yeah,
they
because that
announced
was in
that,
talks too. Yeah, with Keanu Reeves too. That I
and the
mean,
director too. The
I know
director is coming
I know
back too.
Keanu Reeves definitely be to do it, but is it really greenlit? Those could have just been rumors.
Um, I don't know. It's a lot of I don't know. But I
Yeah,
will
I
say
mean,
I'm more on the optimistic side rather than this is fucking stupid side.
yeah, I think I am too because I've been hands down said reboot, reboot, reboot. Like just start over. Like especially after seeing Zack Snyder Justice League, it's like, man, just reboot this shit now, bro. Like, cause we can't get that. Like, just start over. Like, just go ahead and start over. You guys can bring certain actors back, bring them back. Just try to establish that, yeah, this is a different universe. Like, this is not connected to anything you've seen. Yeah, we brought back the same actors because they're good in their roles, of course. But yeah, I've always been a high thing like start over, dude. Like, because like I said, when I was watching the DCAU, the animated universe, I'm like, this is what it should be. How those movies are structured. Give me why couldn't the movies be like that? But you know, to each his own. Like who
Um,
knows?
I don't know. It's just a lot. Again, it's a lot of I don't know.
Yeah,
But I'm looking forward to it. I am. I don't think that this is going to be a failure. And it's like you said, they tried so long to make it work with what they had. Aquaman was the prime example of that, where they reference Justice League, but they kind of do
hmm
their own thing. You
yeah,
know, I don't
yeah,
know. I kind of feel bad for these new movies coming out. They're kind of worthless.
yeah.
Black Adam was already worthless, but Shazam looked like it's gonna be a banger, but it's like it could be a banger all it wants, but what's it gonna matter in the end? Are we gonna see Shazam and Black Adam fight now?
Probably not. We're probably not gonna. If we do, it's not gonna be anything tied to what we've seen. It's gonna be a whole new thing, which is upsetting because I think we do want to see that Black Adam and Shazam fight, but who knows exactly how that's gonna entail? Especially with them talking about restructuring everything.
And then
Are we gonna get Black Adam and Superman fight? Are we gonna get that? Like,
does the ending of Black Adam even matter now?
it doesn't. I don't think it does. Like, it was exciting to see in the theater, but after all this stuff happening this last week, to me, I was like, that. Well, that's kind of irrelevant now. Can't get excited for it now. You know,
I don't know. My vision for the first wave of DC, Young Justice, Teen Titans,
I think they do
the low
is
key stuff.
the thing. Only I say about the Titans thing is that we have the Titans show, like Joe Max, and I don't think it doesn't get as much views as we think it does. But
It doesn't. People are done with that show, bro.
yeah, that's my only thing. Is like, okay, they did the show. It's like, are we really invested in seeing a Teen Titans thing on the big screen?
You'd be surprised because I don't think they're gonna keep going with Young Justice. I think they officially stopped it.
Hmm.
And there are a lot of people that are pissed about that because Young Justice is really good. I only watched the first season, but Young Justice is really really good. Those characters are great. Um, they really made a show about sidekicks really good.
Yeah,
So I think that in live action could be amazing.
yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Movie Hunter said darker. That was the key to DC back in the day. We wanted adult dark content. Yeah, I mean to me that was
I
always the
agree.
difference between the Marvel stuff and the DC stuff is that DC was more darker than the Marvel stuff. It's just that during that period of time, DC saw that Marvel was successful with their light stuff, so they wanted to make their stuff more light. They didn't want to do their own thing, so you know that's just another thing going on with that. But I don't know this whole thing with new ownership and new who's the boss and stuff like that now. we kind of knew that this was going to be a little ripple in the chain when it comes to what's happened, what's coming in the future, and what's happening now. It doesn't really matter. Even something like Peacemaker, like does Peacemaker really is affected by anything that's going on?
No, I don't think
Like,
so.
and maybe because that is a James Gunn thing, maybe that's not
Same thing
being
with
touched.
Suicide Squad. I don't think
Yeah,
Suicide Squad is gonna get touched.
but it's kind of messed up because they same with Suicide Squad. Yeah, they don't reference a lot of stuff in the 2016 stuff, but it feels like that movie still happened when you watch that movie. Um,
I don't know about that.
but so I don't know. It's weird when you got the whole universe thing. We knew the universe thing when everything's connected is all weird. When you stop in the middle of a universe and you don't technically end it and stuff like that.
It's just the issue of the fact that they jumped into the universe way too quick.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
had a plan, but they didn't have a plan.
yeah. Well, they fast forward their plans. That's what it was. They wanted to immediately get to the team up movie before even they established the team. So that was the
Yeah.
thing. And then they wanted to do the Justice League movie so fast and rushed it, and basically fired Zack Snyder in the middle of it and hired someone else to do it. And that's why we're in the mess we're in right now. You know, they couldn't just hold off. If they would just held off on not doing anything and allow Zack Snyder to do anything, who knows what position we'll be in today?
That's what I was thinking about. Like, what if Justice League never happened? We probably would have had Justice League Part 2 already.
Yeah, if they delay filming on Zack Snyder Justice League, we're gonna call it that because at the time it was called that. They delay filming because of the incident happening with his daughter. You delay it, um, then release it probably within that next year because, like I said, I'm sure Zack Snyder wanted to put most of the stuff that we've seen in Zack Snyder's Justice League in the movie. Um, like I said, it probably just been a longer movie. It'd probably been almost 3 hours long. Um, but who knows where we'll be at today? Most likely, Aquaman probably wouldn't be. Who knows? Aquaman will be the same. Who knows if Shazam will be the same? Who knows if any of these movies will be the tone that they are? Who knows? Um,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean, that's in another universe. I mean, we got Zack Snyder Justice League, but it just doesn't matter because that movie is an anomaly technically. You know.
I don't know. It's exhausting talking about DC at this point. To
It
be
is.
honest,
It is. It definitely is, bro. It's
I
like
kind of just
it
want
makes
to wake
niggas
up.
tired talking about DC, man. It's kind of upsetting because like these guys make billions of dollars. It's like you guys are making billions of dollars just to come up with concepts to make entertainment, and they like I said, we're not in these rooms, we're not having these meetings and stuff, and not saying we can do it like them, but it's just that it's something as so simple as creating a universe shouldn't seem that difficult when you guys have all the information in front of you guys that from other previous projects. Like someone like Kevin Feige looks to the comics and takes essence from those things to make his universe. Yeah, like I said, Phase 4 was not as great as we hoped it would be, but at the end of the day, he still has a plan that's going through. Like it's not just things happening just to happen.
They
So
don't announce movies and then they just say, no, we're not doing that."
right,
Oh, I
you
don't
know,
know, because Blade right now is, woof.
yeah, that's another story for another
But
day.
that's one movie compared to look how much is about to get canceled.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, you guys got any more thoughts on the DCEU cancel slash reboot slash restructure slash we don't know what the fuck they're going to do? Let us know in the comment section below because it's like Tyler said, it's pretty exhausting talking about them. Like, who knows what they're going to do with this franchise? At this point, they should just stuck to doing separate stories and don't do the universe things. See, they got something like the Batman, which was really successful, or something like the Joker was so successful, but there was separate stories. But when it comes to their universe stuff that should make them billions of dollars, they can't do it. So, like I said, let us know in the comment section below what you guys thought about this. And let's move on to our final topic of the day. And of course, it's the Blu-ray collection update thing, you guys. I'm gonna let Tyler go first because I feel like he has a lot more than I do. So, Tyler, show us what you got.
All right. So we got this for no reason. No reason for the channel, but Jingle All the Way on Blu-ray. Saw this for the first time last year with Alex and AJ, and I absolutely loved it. And I'm very excited to watch this movie again. This movie is hilarious, and I absolutely love it.
Put the cookie down.
Now, next we got Home Alone 2. We just did a watch along for this. I didn't own this. I needed to just go ahead and own it. If you watched the watch along with us last week, you know how much I love this movie.
Damn, it didn't have a slipcover?
No,
Damn.
never has a slipcover.
I got one with a slip.
Oh, but you bought it when it came out, though.
I did, though.
Speaking of slipcovers, next we got Don't Worry, Darling on Blu-ray. I will go out on a limb right now and say this is in the running for the most underrated movie of 2022. Yeah, I said that.
Are you serious?
I really like this movie.
Hmm.
I did. I've seen it twice. I saw it twice in the theater. That wasn't intended. But I went with the Blu-ray because the 4K is immensely overpriced and I didn't want to pay for it, and it wasn't gonna have a slipcover either. So I just went with the Blu-ray. But yeah, I really like this movie, and I really think wish people would give it a fair chance rather than just saying it's bad because everyone else said it was bad.
It didn't feel like it was my cup of tea.
That's fine, but at least you aren't saying it's bad because people said it was bad.
No, I just feel like it just wasn't for me. I probably won't buy it. I'll probably be a Black Friday buy for sure. I'll wait for it to be like $10. That's when I'll buy it.
Next we got Bullet Train.
Oh, you actually bought it?
Yes. I had to buy this because AJ got me the Walmart exclusive slipcover, and I had to buy this. He's sending me that pretty soon, so I said,
Oh, he's sending you the slipcover?
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
are you guys trading slipcovers?
No. He just took the slipcover.
He just took it.
Yeah. So, but I did want to buy Bullet Train again because I had fun with Bullet Train. I didn't love it. I had fun with it.
I bought the Walmart exclusive.
And I'm excited to watch it again. And I bought it for $20, which is what I wanted to pay for. I didn't want to pay full price for it. Something I did want to pay full price for is Black Christmas, the Scream Factory 4K with no reversible artwork. But you know what? I said, fuck yeah. And I'm happy that my Blu-ray does not say Blu-ray on it because I was able to put the art from the Blu-ray on here. It just says it on the spine, but I'm okay with that because the spine on the 4K says 4K on it. So, but yeah, Black Christmas, a absolute classic that really started the slasher genre. Not Halloween. This.
Did you watch the 4K?
I tested it. It looks.
How's it look?
Looks pretty good. It's a pretty old movie. The audio is fantastic. So
really debating on buying that. I don't really want to buy it. I got the Blu-ray too, and it's like one of those purchases. Like, I don't really love that movie. So
then don't buy it if you don't really love the movie. I love that movie. That's why I bought it. Speaking of movie I absolutely don't love, but I caved. Reservoir Dogs. The Steelbook. Steelbook is absolutely raw.
It is though,
and I couldn't pass it up. This is my least favorite Quentin Tarantino movie, but I'm looking forward to watching it because I heard the 4K was great. And my last pickup, speaking of Mr. Tarantino, Pulp Fiction, the Steelbook. I am so.
How much was the Steelbook?
25.
Okay,
I think, something like that. It wasn't 30. I know that.
Okay.
I'm so happy this has a 4K. It's not even funny because I felt like we were never going to get this on 4K. And I'm so happy that Pulp Fiction has a 4K. And not only that, it looks great on 4K. And not only that, this movie is absolutely fantastic. I love Pulp Fiction. It is probably my third or second favorite Quentin Tarantino movie. And I love the Steelbook, and the slipcover is fantastic. I wish I was able to buy it because I did want to double dip on this movie, believe it or not, because both the slip and the Steelbook were fantastic. But yeah, Pulp Fiction, it is an absolute classic without a doubt, and I'm so happy that we finally have it as on 4K. Now Movie Hunter. I like the slip more. I need Django on 4K. Give me that. I need that.
I agree. I agree. I need Django on 4K as well. That's the one I really want. That's my favorite Quentin Tarantino movie. So let's go ahead and show you guys what I recently picked up. I did go to Half Price Books recently, and I picked up two random movies that I don't know why I picked these up, but I heard they were really good. They're Oliver Stone films, and I picked up the Wall Street movies. So we got Wall Street, and then we got Wall Street. Money Never Sleeps. They were only like $5 a piece at a half price book, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, I don't know. It's just two random movies. I like Michael Douglas as an actor. It's got Shia LaBeouf in the sequel, so I'd say go ahead. Let me go ahead and pick these up. You know, they were cheap.
Funny story about the second Wall Street movie. I wanted to see that movie as a kid because Shia LaBeouf was in it, and I
Yeah,
liked the Transformers movies.
yeah,
But I had no
that
idea what Wall Street actually was.
that makes sense. Um, Another two movies I picked up. They're both sequels as well. I already have the third movie, and I did these first two, and that's the barbershop movies. I found these at Dollar General. They were $6 a piece, if I'm not mistaken.
I didn't even know those had Blu-rays.
Yeah, I didn't either until I saw them. I seen this one, and I'm like, oh shit, they got this one. Let me see if they got the first one. It was sitting right in my face. I said, yes, I am buying these. So now I have all three barbershop movies on Blu-ray, which crazy. It's actually in trilogy, which is crazy. I love the
There's
first.
four because you got the one the hair salon one, right?
Oh yeah, Beauty Shop with
Beauty Shop.
Queen Latifah. That's a spinoff technically, but I don't even know if that is Blu-ray. I think I have the DVD for that one. But yeah, I actually wanted to watch Barbershop today because I just watched Friday After Next and it made me want to watch Barbershop. Obviously because Ice Cube's in it. Next I picked up for actually $1.25, and that is Paranormal Activity 3. They had this at the Dollar Tree, and I was like, hey, I'll buy that for $1. So now I have the first three Paranormal Activity movies.
RoboCop.
Yeah, right. I'll buy that for $1. And last but not least, I picked up The Martian on 4K for, you guys can see that, $3. When I usually go to half price, but I go to the clearance section to see if I can find a 4K or even some Blu-rays for really cheap. Most of these Blu-rays I did find. I go to half price books and I try to get them for cheap. And when I find a 4K for $3, I have the occasionally to buy it, even though I don't own it. So I will be getting rid of my Blu-ray and obviously keeping the 4K. Wish I had a subcover, no subcover, but it is what it is. And that's everything we see. I picked up also. Mr. Nichols is probably not watching, but he also sent me. Uh, he sent me the Nightmare on Elm Street DVD set from Lionsgate from New Line, the first DVD set that has all the movies. Obviously, this is the reason why to get it because they have original artwork and stuff on them and stuff like that. It has like a special features disc. I don't know if they have any other set, but I love the artwork. This is like something that Screen Factory would do, but they haven't done yet, and I don't understand why. But yes, I got that as well. All right. But yeah, that's it, guys. But yeah, I guess that's it. That's the final thing. You got any final words, Tyler, for the end of the stream?
Nope.
All right, we're about to close out the stream. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Tyler, let everybody know where they can find you.
YouTube, Instagram. I did my Blu-ray haul recently. Go check that out on YouTube. Instagram, I posted. What did I post this week? Let's see. So I've been going through the MCU. I posted Captain America: The First Avenger, The Avengers, and either the yesterday or the day before, I posted Iron Man 3. So we are now in phase 2 of the MCU. Tomorrow will be Thor: The Dark World. Then Tuesday will be Avatar, the first Avatar, leading up to The Way of Water. And then Friday will be Winter Soldier. And then Saturday will be The Way of Water. It finally comes out, which I cannot believe. I'm seeing that movie. But yeah, that is all this week on Instagram. So yeah, Mind Winner Instagram.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Like I said, go check him out on Instagram. He has really great reviews. Check him out on YouTube. He did recently do a Blu-ray collection video showing all the stuff he recently picked up. Like I say, if you guys are new to my channel, please hit that like button, please subscribe for more. If you guys enjoy physical media, watch along, trailer reaction reviews, all that type of stuff, you're in the right place. Like I say, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Videos I got coming up, I'm still debating on whether or not I'm gonna do a Avatar review for the first one. I'm debating on whether I'm gonna do that. Most likely a Blu-ray hunting video will be coming this week, and my review for Avatar Way of Water will be at the end of the week. So if you guys are ready for that, please hit that like button, please subscribe for more, and we're honest with you guys. Peace out.